Something strange in the month of July. Who are you gonna call? Nelson Cruz! Something strange in the month of July. Who are you gonna call? Danny Santana! What is going on, guys? I'm Mills here bringing you some fire content on the Fire 18 channel. In today's video, everyone, we're gonna be talking about players of the month, or more specifically, players of the month who are gonna be in the new, or who are gonna be new content in MLB The Show 19. So as you can see, I did a bit of a hint as to which players are probably going to be Player of the Month characters. But like I said, these are all predictions for these cards. And yeah, we're going to be starting off with AL players. Kicking it off with number 1, Nelson Cruz. The man has had quite an insane month. As I can pull up right here, he has 10 home runs, 16 RBIs, 280 batting average with a 379 OBP with a 683 slugging. And a very solid OPS that I can't seem to find on here. What the heck? I was looking at his stats. His OPS is definitely in the 1,000. So he's been killing it for the month of July. For sure. He's been walking as well. And yeah, of course he strikes out. But it's going to be expected from a player like him. But he's still killing it. He's definitely very deserving though. As he had 2 3-home run games. One I think occurred in July. One occurred in August. Point is though, he's crushing everything. And he's 38, guys, or 39. It's hard to believe how well he's doing out there, and he's definitely going to get a very good card. Definitely a diamond for sure. Player of the month. Next player we're going to talk about here, guys, is Mike Tauchman of the Yankees. This guy killed our Twins, but more importantly, he's been killing it in general. This guy's less of a stat line that's amazing, more for home runs. He's not as much of a slugger, but man, the dude's been hitting it. He has a 423 batting average in July with a 474 OBP and a 750 slugging, leading him to have an OPS of 1.500 up. So he has some pretty stellar stats for the month of July. He's definitely going to get a gold, though, because he didn't play as many games, I'd say, but he definitely is very deserving of this title. The All-Star break was also there, too. You got to keep that in mind. Either way, he's killed it. He's very deserving of a Player of the Month as well. If not, he's probably going to get a gold, though, at best, considering his stats. But he's very well deserving card at it, and he's been outstanding. Next guy I'm going to mention here is actually a former Minnesota Twin, Danny Santana. A lot of people actually have been talking about him getting a possible card for a Player of the Month. And I can say he's very well deserving of it. The guy has 7 home runs, 21 RBIs. He has struck out a solid amount, though, with 25, so that isn't that great. Anyways, his stat line, though, is what's more important. He has a 391 batting average for the month of July, 411 OBP for the month, along with a 747 slugging line, which leads to a 1,400 OPS up. He's been killing it for them. He's very, very deserving of a card, no doubt. He's actually been killing it since he has been playing, you know. He was playing in May, and I remember he was doing very good as well, so yeah, he is another Twin who actually is doing better outside of the team. Either way, he's very deserving of this card. That's really what matters. He's definitely going to get a gold as well, I'd say. Maybe there's a chance of that 85, but I'd say he's probably going to be a high gold as well, around 83 or 84. Very deserving, though, of the AL cards. I couldn't really think of any NL players who had a great month. Definitely going to look into that, though, as well, right after we're finished with AL. But he is definitely a very deserving card as well. He's been a key asset for the Rangers too. He's been helping the Rangers stay in the wild card race, and yeah, he's gonna really be a good contributor. All right, guys. So the next player we're gonna be talking about here is Travis d'Arnaud. It's a bit of a surprise one because he's never been known to be a good player. He can be a hot player, which is clearly shown from the month of July, but he's never really known as a good player. But to bring up his stat line, he's been insane, man. He's been an insane player for the Rays. He's been really helpful as well in their run for the division, even though they're probably not going to win it. They're definitely going to hold that wild card spot, and he's been a key reason why. He's 8 home runs, 25 RBIs in the month of July. That's pretty outstanding, along with a 342 batting average, 425 OBP, and a 711 slugging, which leads him to have an OPS of about 1,100. So he's been killing it for the guys. He's been killing it for the Rays. He's definitely, I'd say, get a diamond for a catcher because, you know, why not? He's had a great month. I mean, if we're going to base it only on this month, he should be a diamond. And that's probably what they're going to give him for player of the month. Definitely, I think, a very good prediction as well. And yeah, I can't wait to see what happens. You got to give it to him, though, man. You've got to give him that freaking player of the month diamond. Another notable guy to bring up who's also been killing it for the Athletics this time around, Ramon Laureano. So this ain't Matt Chapman. This ain't Matt Olson. This is a different player instead. Not Marcus Semien either. He's really one that actually isn't really the star of this team too. But he's had a killer July. So that really is what is making him a star for the midway through the season for the A's. And this is why. He's at 8 home runs. He has 18 RBIs with a 392 batting average, 443 OBP, and 838 OPS, which leads him to have not an OPS of 838, a slugging of 838, which leads him to have an OPS of 1,250 up. He's killing it right now. Very key asset for these guys. He's been slugging, man. You got to give credit for the man. He's been slugging the ball. I think so. Another key thing to note here is that he has 9 doubles in the month alone. So he's really done exceptional in that department. And they're probably going to give this guy a high card as well. I'm probably going to say like a diamond here in the mix as well, along with Nelson Cruz and Danny Santana, along with Nelson Cruz and Travis d'Arnaud. And yeah, that's really going to conclude the AL. I can really name like only a couple NL players, so we're going to dive into that and see who had a killer July month for the NL. Alright, so there's really only 2 NL players I could find throughout my research for NL possible players of the month. And, well, here it is. Alright, Paul Goldschmidt's the first guy to talk about here. He's had a very notable stat line, if not a very outstanding July, with 11 home runs, 27 RBIs, only in the month of July. So he's really been killing it there. With the stat line of 308 batting average, 360 OBP, and a 725 OPS. Slugging. I always keep confusing slugging and OPS today. I don't know why. Which leads to an OPS of 1,085. So he's been killing it in the month of July. He doesn't have as much of an impressive batting stat line if you count OBP, average, and slugging and OPS compared to the other guys on this list. But he's still been killing it overall with the homers and RBIs along with the doubles and just the hits too. He has a lot of hits, so definitely should get a player of the month, no doubt. He's probably going to be a diamond either way with a lot of power. Goldschmidt already has a diamond as it is, so he might not get a card. That's the only downside for him, but he's definitely got a shot considering his stat line. Which also leads to our next player, who has probably a similar situation to Goldschmidt, but he's very impressive. He's continuously impressed the MLB, and this is Christian Yelich, man. Yelich, I can talk a lot about Yelich. I can talk about how he started. I can talk about, well, really what he's become, but I'm going to talk about his July only, because his July was also pretty outstanding along with his other months. So he had 7 home runs, 18 RBIs, I believe with 7 triples. Am I reading that correctly? No, I'm not. He has 1 triple. But he's still killing it with 5 doubles as well, with the average OBP slugging stat line of 352 for average, 441 OBP, and a 670 slugging, which leads to an OPS of about 1,100. Or actually 1,111. I can give you the exact stat line that time. So Yelich, he's a guy who's constantly impressed. Downside is here though, like Goldschmidt, probably not gonna get a player of the month card, but I would definitely see it if it's solely for player of the month and if it isn't better than his live series. So yeah, these are all the players that are gonna get player of the month cards, or at least my predictions for these players. And yeah, I can't wait to see what happens. I think they're gonna get it. All of these players have really crushed the ball for them. A lot of surprises: Travis d'Arnaud, Ramon Laureano, and some very obvious ones like Nelson Cruz and Paul Gold. So guys, that is really going to end this video here. I just wanted to predict some player of the months because I realized it is that time. Hope you all enjoyed this video. If you haven't yet, make sure to leave a like, subscribe for me to this channel. Tell me if you want me to do more of these content predictions or analyses like I've always been doing. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next video stream. Hope everyone has a great day. Peace!